Well, good evening, everybody, from Halifax High School tonight. The Trojans have traveled over here to take on these Halifax Wildcats, who are undefeated here in the 2000 season and have become the cream of the crop here in the Twin Valley Conference this year, as they have a great ball club, and Trojans looking to knock them off tonight and perhaps be able to give them their first loss of the season. It's not going to be an easy task, as the Wildcats have faced 8 other opponents and have been victorious. And so the Trojans tonight, will see if they can get a big victory here tonight. So the Trojans have not arrived on the field yet. Here they come now. Here come your Upper Dauphin Trojans.
Not succeed. The understanding and acceptance of the need to change meal times, to provide transportation, and to support the
I believe the kids have the enthusiasm tonight to do something special here, and that would be to end this Halifax winning streak. But we'll see. We'll be set with the toss of the coin and the opening kick coming up here in just a moment. Captains getting ready to meet at the center of the field tonight. Co-captains for UDA, number 70, Robbie Bueller, number 23, Chris Smith. Number 8 is Kevin Motter, and number 3, Jimmy Savage for UD. We'll have to pick up the other fellas from Halifax here in a moment. We'll watch for the toss of the coin.
And Todd Dietrich.
Captains for Halifax, Chelston Anderson, number 44, is not suited up. He's injured, super ball player down here for the Wildcats, but got injured a couple of games ago, and he is going to be sitting out, I think, the rest of the season. And we're in game 9, so one more scheduled game after tonight. And I don't know whether Halifax has any other games scheduled, but for UD, it's the next to the last ball game. Coin has been tossed, and they're explaining the results to the captains. And let's see what happened here. Boy, it's a beautiful evening. I mention that right now while we get sorted out here. It's just a lovely evening. Good temperature here, a little bit on the muggy side, as UD has won the toss and has elected to receive the opening kickoff of tonight's ball game. So UD will go on offense first, and if we can generate some offense tonight, that would be a big help in this ball game, because Halifax Wildcats can put some points on the board, but they were also stymied pretty much by Williams Valley, who played down here a couple of weeks ago, when they won a one-point ball game, 13-12. So we'll see what happens here tonight, as the Trojans will be getting the opening kickoff after the national anthem. Kickoff. Now the Trojans will send back Savage on the far side of the field, Kevin Motter on the near side of the field for UDA to receive this kick. We're not at a very good vantage point here at Halifax, only about 6 or 8 feet off the ground, and so it's not the same vantage we have at the UD ballpark, but nevertheless, do the best we can here now. Terry Huffman is the kicker for the Halifax Wildcats, and he has her teed up here, and we'll be ready to go in just a moment. If the bleacher starts to shake, it's not my fault. It would be because of the fans who are seated here, and of course they'll be all excited about tonight's ball game. So an opening kick coming up. Here it comes, and there it goes. It's a low kick over on the far side. It's going to roll all the way down, and let's see. He picked up here by Savage, and he's going to try to spin around this side with it. Gets a good block in there, but then he'll be tackled at about the 10 or 11 yard line is where Jim goes down, and he is limping already as he gets up from that tackle. And so UD will put it in play, 1st and 10 on their own 11 yard line. Good coverage there by the Wildcats on that opening kickoff. Trojans split it back in the shotgun formation with Buffington at the quarterback spot. Passing down the near side here. It's incomplete. Intended out here for number 44, Joel Miller, but goes an incompletion, bring up a 2nd and 10. Limp kind of out of there, off the field now as they replace him. Zach the Ripper Smeltz in the backfield. He'll line up as the single setback for UD as Buffington goes over the center this time for a 2nd and 10 play. Handoff is to Smeltz, and Smeltz for a yard or so, and that's all, as Zach is stacked up at about the line of scrimmage, or maybe a gain of, let's see, maybe a yard or so. It'll be picking up one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Back in there. This time they'll go with that I formation with Smeltz as the fullback, Jimmy as the running back. See if we can get a hole opened up here and get some yardage. Buffington to throw. And he is going to be tackled back at about the 8-yard line as he could not get loose in there. A big rush by the Wildcats. And a loss of 2 on the play. It'll be 4th down and 11. So the Trojans will be forced to punt the ball out of there. And that's going to send number 82, Henninger, Jason Henninger, will punt it. Let's see if he can get a good snap and a good punt. Well, the snap's a little offline, but punt comes out this way, not real good. It's going to bound here and take a good UD bounce, however, and then be tackled out here by, it looks like, Bo Hassinger on the bottom of the pile there for UD.
By number 57,
along with
Wildcats begin 1st and 10 on the Upper Dauphin 37.
Well, Barter in there on the stop also for UD. So the Trojans will, or the Wildcats will put it in play on the Trojan 37-yard line. I'll see if the Trojan defense can hold these guys right off the bat. 37 will go in motion. They go from the I formation. Quarterback still has it, dumps one off, and it is complete for a gain of about 8 or 9. We'll see where they spot it. Hard to tell down here, that's for sure. Let's see, picked up 7. It'll be 2nd down and about 3. So the first pass play by Halifax is complete. Can't get back and show you any of the backfield play or the downfield players. Here's 24. He'll get stacked up pretty nicely over there as he draws a crowd of Trojans. On the bottom there, Robbie Bueller. On the bottom of the pile that time for UD.
By number 18.
And Hassinger and Barter.
Gain of 1 to the 28.
Picked up 1 and 3rd and a long 1. Good defensive play that time. Good defensive effort by the Trojans. 3rd down and 1. Ball's at the 28-yard line of UDA. To go to the single setback this time, and the handoff is to that young fella, and he probably has the first down as he drags it ahead here. Barter grabbing him low that time. Joel Miller in there, but Barter making the initial hit on him. Let's see, they're going to check this one over. It's going to be fairly close, but I think they'll measure it. Looks like a first down from here, but we'll see. First down by about a football and a half. And so the Wildcats pick up the first down at the UDA 27-yard line. 1st and 10. The single set in the backfield. Quarterback, a handoff 37, cuts it over the left side over there and gets a couple of yards as he will take it down to around the 20. They'll put it at the 21. Zach the Ripper Smeltz coming in there making the stop on him, picking up 5 on the play are the Wildcats, and it's 2nd and 5. Pulling about the UD 21. Quarterback still has it, rolling right, rolling. And he's going to get dragged out of bounds over here. Some good pursuit that time put on by Bueller, and 67 out there for UD. Matt Cummins. And Robbie Bueller chasing him down nicely that time. Maybe a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd and 4. At Matt the Hoople Cummins. All right, way to go, Matt. 3rd down and 4. This time they'll try it from the I. Pitches to the fullback, 24, leading some or following some blocking, and again he's going to be stacked up after a couple of yards. Bottom of the pile that time looked like it might have been Kevin Motter. He got off the pile last. 4th down and 2 now. The Trojans held them very well that time right here. So let's see if we can do it again now. The ball is just inside the 20-yard line as you see it lying there. We'll call it the 19-yard line. The 4th down play coming up here now. 4th and about 2. Crowd over here exhorting the defense to do its thing as the quarterback will go back. He looks like he wants to throw. Fires one down this side. It's incomplete. Coverage on the play provided over there by Kevin Motter. And the ball goes over to the Trojans now as they'll get Kevin unwound here a little bit. We don't want to pick up any fouls or anything like that, so everybody's cool. And the Trojans have held these Wildcats and will take over on their own 19-yard line. So let's go, UD. Let's see if we can generate a little offense this time. Zach Buffington, the quarterback for UD, called upon a couple games ago as Brian Faust, who was the season opening quarterback, went out with a collarbone injury. And so Zach has filled in quite well for this junior who has not a whole lot of game experience. Here comes Savage, and Savage will work his way ahead for maybe a yard or so. Not too much. Jim looked like he might have had a little bit of room that time, but it closed up quickly. So he picks up about a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. 2nd and 9. Again, Savage lines up as a split back, this time with the quarterback back there in the shotgun formation goes Buffington. You cannot see the flankers at our angle, so it's not worthwhile looking for them. And there's a pass low, underthrown, intended for Chris Smith, but
Depending on the play.
Big rush put on Buffington that time, and Jim just kind of threw that one into the ground. 3rd down coming up. And Kyle Grafe, quarterback for UD, or the center rather for UD, I beg your pardon. From the single set this time again with Savage as the running back. Buffington looking to throw. Fires one down the far side over there. It is complete to Jared Lucas. And Lucas at the 25-yard line. Picks up a couple of yards, but it will be short of the 1st down. A gain of about 4 on the play. We'll bring up a 4th and, well, a gain of 5 on the play. It'll be 4th and 4. So again, Henninger will be called upon to punt this ball away. Let's see if he gets a good snap and a good punt. Snap is perfect. Here's the kick. No rush, and the kick comes booming back here this time. A great punt. Oh, it hit him. It hit him. Where is, oh, and he's able to fall on it. Oh. Bo Hassinger back there on the coverage as the receiver that time for that kick from Halifax lost the handle on a high towering punt by Jason Henninger. Well, just a fine kick that time by Jason. And he got the Halifax Wildcats way back here now as they'll start out on their own 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Super job on the punt that time by Jason Henninger. We'll start out from their own 25. Up the middle with it goes 15. He'll dive ahead for a couple of yards out to the 29-yard line. Gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the 3, they set the ball back from that pile. So picked up 3, 2nd down, 7. Let's see. This time Brian breaks it out here, and Bo Hassinger finally corrals him out at about the 39-yard line, where it'll be a 1st down for the Wildcats. 1st and 10 Halifax on their own 39-yard line. Hassinger making the stop for UD. Everybody in the backfield this time for Halifax. The 45 gets the handoff and spins it down the right side. And let's see, can Chris Smith catch up to him? No. He'll cut it back to Bo Hassinger, and Hassinger has him down at around the 15-yard line. Mattis with a big run for the Halifax Wildcats. Big gain on the play that time as they loaded up the backfield, and somebody really blew a hole in that UD defensive line. And Mattis able to ramble all the way down to the 13-yard line of Upper Dauphin. So the Trojans with their backs to the wall again here now. They say it's on the 14, and that's probably close enough. So the Trojan defense once again called upon to hold these Wildcats off if we can. Again, that full set in the backfield for the Wildcats. Handoff again to 424. Follows his blocking all the way down for 6. Touchdown. A lot of interference run that time for him from that position, because they've got all four of them in the backfield, the quarterback and three running backs right bunched up back there, and they just plow right on through there. So it's 6-0 Halifax with an extra point try coming up. Kicking an extra point here. Snap's good. Ball's down, kick is up, looks good from here. It is. Oh, we've got a 7-0 ball game here, and the Trojans will be getting the ball back here in just a moment. 1 second remaining here in the first quarter. Halifax up 7-0. Savage and Motter back to receive this kick. Let's see if we can generate some offense this time now. Doggone it. Here's the kick. Low kick. Going to be picked up at the 35-yard line. Here comes Joel Miller to the 36. Return of about a yard. And the Trojans will put it in play in good field position on their own 36-yard line. Kenny the Bammer Bats coming off here for UD. On their own 36-yard line. Smith, the flanker on the near side of the field here for UD. They all go to the shotgun on this 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Buffington calling the signals. He'll pitch it ahead here now for Lucas to the 49-yard line. Nice play that time as they keyed on Jimmy Savage, and Jared Lucas able to take that handoff from Buffington. Slick play, good handoff from Zach Buffington to Lucas, and Lucas with a good run all the way to the 49-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Best play of the ball game offensively for UD so far. A little razzle-dazzle that time as they play almost directly in front of us here now. Smeltz and Savage in the backfield. Savage has it. Oh, and Jim will slip down as he crosses the 50-yard line, gets to the 49-yard line of Halifax, where it'll be 2nd down and 8. Down and 8 for UD. They're now at the 49-yard line. First time tonight that the Trojans have been in Halifax territory. Back to pass goes Buffington. Has protection. Fires one over the middle. It is incomplete. It was intended for Hassinger, and Bo kind of got turned around, or the pass was behind him. And so it'll bring up 3rd down now. 3rd and 8. And, Lucas flanked out on the far side of the field for UD on his 3rd down and 8. Back to pass goes Buffington, trying to set a screen. They set one up nicely for Savage, but Jim is going to be, well, let's see. He is tackled out of bounds over on the far side of the field. And there's a flag thrown on that play. We'll see what the flag is all about here. It looks like, can't tell, we'll see. Call. But it would be a 4th down and 8 or a 3rd down and 13. Or would it be 3rd down and 18? Let's see what they're going to do with it. Not sure. No, they're going to decline. Holding. They're going to decline it, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So the Trojans obviously will be in a punting situation. I would think. No. Looks like the Trojans are going to go for it, or are they? No. Henninger is there. I couldn't find Henninger for a second there. Jason Henninger to punt this ball away. And here it goes. Going to punt it down on the far side of the field, and it's going to go out of bounds in about the 5-yard line or somewhere down there. An excellent punt again by that Jason Henninger.
Ball is out of bounds.
Or by Jared Lucas, was it? Lucas punting that one, number 2 for UD. I think it was. Announcer said it was, and you could only see a 2. I don't know if it was 82 or 2. So anyway, the Trojans have them pinned back here now at the 4-yard line. So Halifax will put it in play 1st and 10 on their own 4. Now we can avoid that big play. We'll see what happens. Again, they'll stack everybody up in the backfield, and over the left side they go for a gain of about a yard or 2. Yep. Joel Miller making the stop in there. Picked up 1, 2nd and 9. At 5, 2nd down 9. They split the backs the way it looks from here. And up the middle they go with it for a couple of yards. Out to the 10 the way it looks. Gain of about 5 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 4. A big play for both squads here now as we're looking at a 3rd down and 4 from the 10-yard line. Trojans hold them here. We can get the ball back in good shape, but let's see. Whoa, wait a minute. Hey, looked like maybe 59 might have jumped a little bit. Make it a 3rd down and 9. Take the ball all the way back to the 6-yard line. And so the Trojans now in better position to hold them here. We can't let them get about 9 yards to go from about the area of the 5-yard line the way it would look from here. QB wants to throw it. He's handing it off, and boy, somebody's got somebody way back down there. Is it a touchback? I think it might be. It is a safety for the Trojans, which makes the score 7-2. So the Trojans get a safety, and now they will get the ball as they will. Halifax will be forced to punt the ball to the Trojans from their own 20-yard line. So the Trojans not only get 2 points on the scoreboard and get on the board, period, and they should get the ball back in some pretty good field position now. With 34 seconds left here in the first half, the score is Halifax 7, UDA 2. And we'll be back with the free kick by the Halifax Wildcats here in just a moment. 2 of the Wildcats will punt this ball away. Yeah, let's hope he gets a short one or something we can run back. Here's the punt. Ooh, nice punt, but taken out here by Savage. Jimmy to the 45, to the 50. And Jim will spin back this way now, and down the side he goes until he's finally bumped out of bounds here. But the Trojans in excellent field position now. If we can take advantage of it, they'll be starting off in the best field position they've had all night long. As with 23 seconds left here in the first quarter, the Trojans will put the ball in play at their own 43-yard line. 2-yard line. 42-yard line. So the Trojans, good field position. Let's see if we can do something with it. They'll split them out across the back now as they go to the shotgun formation with Smeltz and Savage in the backfield, guarding, as it would be, Buffington. To throw. Pass down the far side he goes, looking for Lucas, and it's going to be incomplete. Or did he catch it? Did he catch it? He did! He caught it! Jared Lucas with a great catch off the defense of the Halifax defender. Halifax went up for it and knocked it loose, and Jared Lucas, who has played excellent football all year long, comes up with a big reception on that play. The Trojans with the ball, 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line of Halifax. Wow. Come on, UD, get in there. And that's going to do it as they're going to allow the quarter to expire. So at the end of 1, it's going to be Halifax 7, UDA 2. Trojans with the ball on the Halifax 12-yard line, 1st and 10. What an excellent first period here by UD. Defense playing great. The offense now getting it going also. All right. We'll be right back with the second quarter of this ball game in just a moment. On the 12-yard line of the Halifax Wildcats. Savage and Smeltz in the backfield behind Buffington. Lucas flanks out on the far side of the field. Hassinger on the near side of the field for UDA. Zach Buffington, the QB. Zach will hand this one here to Savage. Savage trying to come around this side. He's going to be tackled from behind as coming in there to make the stop 52 of the Halifax Wildcats, throwing Jim back for a loss all the way back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 17. 2nd down, 17 for the Trojans now. They'll go to that formation in the backfield that they generally can throw from. Good snap. Buffington with it. Dumps one over this side. It's complete to Hassinger. Touchdown! to Bo Hassinger on a quick hitter over the middle, and the Trojans have taken the lead in the ball game. It's now 8-7, and a Trojan extra point coming up. A fine pass that time on a quick hitter over the middle to Bo Hassinger from Zach Buffington. Way to go, fellas. And the Trojans take the lead 8-7 with just moments gone here in the second period of the ball game. Jimmy Savage will be in to kick the extra point. He'll be kicking out of the hold of I'm not sure whom. Good snap, placement style, kick is up, kick is good from here. It's good. Some of the Trojans filling this crowd over here with a bunch of excitement as the young fellas come off the ball field, leading the Halifax Wildcats 9 to 7. I'm getting more excited than the team is. 9-7 with exactly 11:11 to go here in the first half. An awful lot of ball to be played here tonight, but the Trojans with a 2-point lead here with 11:11 remaining in the first half of the ball game. Coming for the UD Trojans now is Jimmy Savage as they're teed up on the 40-yard line, and he'll be kicking to either Mattis or Fox, who are deep for the Wildcats. If we can get down there and hold these guys back there. Here comes the kick. Nice kick right down the middle of the field, taken at the 15-yard line. And upfield he comes with it, swinging around to the near side. Got some running room over here, and he'll slide. The field apparently is wet or whatever, because he's sliding, and you saw a couple of Trojans slip and slide out there. And they have a hold called against Halifax on the run back, so that's going to take this ball back 10 or 15 yards from the spot. The spot is at the 40-yard line, so it'll take it back to around the 30 or the 25. We'll see. I'm not sure holding in this case here what kind of a penalty you get, but here it goes. It's going to be either 10 or 15. It's a 10-yard penalty, takes the ball back to the 30-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats on their own 30-yard line. 1st and 10 Halifax. Boy, oh boy, come on, Trojans, dig in there. Big crowd here at Halifax tonight, you might expect. Big rivalry and a big game. Handoff. 40-something's got it, and they're going to nail him right around the line of scrimmage. Not much gain on that play. Coming up there to make the stop, 58, Hassinger, and also 58. I have to figure out who that is. I can't think of his name. Well, on the stop also over there that time. Gain of 1 on the play, 2nd and 9. Up the middle it comes with it again, and this time he'll be ridden down after a gain of a couple of yards. Again, Noel in there on the stop for the Trojans. Gain of 6 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Third and 4 rather. So another big defensive series here for UD. The ball is out at the 37-yard line of Halifax. 3rd and 4. Trojans need to get them right here. 3rd down and 4. See if we can hold them. They'll line up with 3 men in the backfield. Quarterback will hand it to this guy here, and he's not going to be able to make it as he is stopped. As a matter of fact, Robbie Bueller coming up there along with Zach the Ripper Smelts, and Bueller coming in there to make the big stop. There's a loss on the play of a yard or so. It'll be 4th down, and Halifax will give the ball back to the Trojans here now, as they'll be forced to punt the ball out of there. 4th down and 5, the ball on the 35-yard line of Halifax. It's going to be Savage back along with Lucas to receive this kick. Good snap. Here's the kick. It is high and deep, and Jimmy Savage will take it out here at the 35. Jim trying to pick his way upfield. He eludes one tackler, and he's still on his feet. Gets it a couple of blocks, still on his feet. Jim Savage is going to go all the way, and I don't believe there's a flag on the play. No, there is not. The Trojans take the lead. The fans, I'm sorry, folks. Fans standing up in front of me here can't help it. Terrible, terrible conditions here to videotape, and I beg Jim's pardon on that one, but most of it's on here, but I'll be a son of a gun. Yep, there a flag. No, wait, are they going to call this? No, wait, hold everything. This one is coming back a ways, and I was afraid that there might be, but I couldn't see the flag. I still don't see the flag. Not sure what the...
There is no touchdown.
No touchdown. No.
Apparently the ball was...
First down. Perry was out of bounds, I guess, over here. They ruled along the sidelines. But they're going to say he went out of bounds at the 38. So Jim's run is nullified. So Jim, I didn't miss anything. Anyway, what was a fine run? And let's see if we can do it again here. So it's a 1st and 10 now on the Wildcat 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Buffington hands it off. Savage over the left side. Oh, he looked like he had an opening there, but just couldn't quite cut it. Not much on that. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 9 for UD. From the shotgun goes Buffington. Good snap. Back to pass. Shuffles it ahead here. Lucas down the left side. Oh, he's still on his feet. Breaks a couple of tackles and gets down inside the 25-yard line. Another nice play to that Jared Lucas. And Lucas for the 1st down and more for UDA. Good call, good play. Good run by Jared Lucas. Breaking a couple of tackles. Gets down to the 23-yard line of the Wildcats. Come on, UD. Back in there for the Trojans as they'll line up again with 3 abreast in the backfield. Buffington, the quarterback, in the middle. Buffington's got it, dropping, looking, fires one down the near side. Here's Lucas for 6. He got it. There's a flag on the play, and again, I'm sorry, there is a flag on the play, and they're gonna call interference, but who's it gonna be on? That's the question. Did Lucas push off, or did Halifax? We'll see. Here's the call. Interference called against.
Pass interference indicated against the Wildcats.
Against the Wildcats. Okay, we'll give the Trojans a ball at the 1-yard line, I believe. It's declined, of course. The Trojans 1st and goal on the 1. 1st and goal from the 1. Come on, Trojans. Go, UD. All right. 1st and goal. Trojans looking to put some points on the board here now. 1st and goal from the 1. Buffington goes up over center this time. And he'll hand it to Savage. Savage into the end zone. Touchdown, Jim Savage for 6. UDA 15. Halifax 7. With an extra point try coming up. Way to go, fellas. Extra point try coming up here now. The Halifax crowd over here. Silence. Absolute deafening silence over here from the Halifax crowd. And the Trojan gang, you might imagine, rather happy right now. And we'll see. Savage attempting his 2nd extra point of the quarter. Snaps down, placement's down, kick is up, blocked. Yep, it's blocked. Took maybe a little bit too long to get that one off as the Wildcats come in and made the block on it. However, we've got 7 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here in the 1st half of the ball game. It's 15-7 UD. They're teed up again on the 40-yard line for UD. Madison Fox back deep to receive the kick from Upper Dolphins, Jim Savage. Boy, I'll tell you, the Trojan defense has been the key to the game so far. The offense has played great, but the defense really hold these Wildcats down. Here's a kick right down the middle, taken at the 16. Upfield comes number 49 with it. He'll jump into the pile out here, and a good tackle made by the Trojans. And it goes out to the 33-yard line or so, where it'll be 1st and 10. Waters in there, along with Whitmer, Loesch.
1st and 10 Wildcats.
The Eddie, you know, those special kickoff teams. 1st and 10 Wildcats from their own 33-yard line for the Wildcats. Wildcats line it up with the quarterback over center. He'll hand it to number 15 around the far side. He goes with it, and boy, does he have some running room. Mensa blocking ahead of him. Bo Hassinger after him. And all the way down it goes. There is no flags on this play. And so the ball all the way down to the 23-yard line, where the Wildcats will put it in play. 1st and 10 on the Upper Dauphin 23. From the 23. And timeout called by the Halifax Wildcats. over, and so they'll put the ball in play on the 23-yard line of Upper Dauphin, 1st and 10. 15 with it, dives into the pile, drives it down to the 20-yard line, gain of maybe 2 or 3 on the play. Mattis driving it ahead for the Wildcats. Picked up 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Ball is down to the
Defensive line. They're doing one heck of a job tonight. A 2nd down and 8. This time it's 15. He's tripped up and, well, let's see. Still has the football. Oh, hey, wait a minute. No, they say he was down. They're going to say he was down. As the ball came loose, you could see that, but they said he was down at the 10-yard line. So that'll be a
ball is on the 10.
1st down, 1st and goal. As the ball's on the 10-yard line. Boy, the Trojans just about came up with a loose football that time. But anyway, 1st and goal on the 10. At Mattis, I guess it is 15, is it? I'm not sure. Anyway, it's a pretty powerful runner in there. 1st and goal from the 10. Handoff's 37. He'll slip and go down with a knee at about the 9. It'll be 2nd down and goal from around the 9-yard line. Getting him up over there, Zach the Ripper Smelts, helping to put the stop on him that time. No gain, 2nd down coming up from the 10. Virtually no gain on the last play at all. Pitch over here for 24. Trying the right side, and he will get in, I think. Yeah, touchdown. Yep. Well, that'll awaken the crowd on the far side of the field as he goes in from 10 yards out for the touchdown, making the score UDA. Well, they have the scoreboard screwed up. It is not 19. How about 13 to 15-13? It's 15-13 with an extra point try coming up. Now they've got it right. And the extra point attempt coming up here by Halifax. Will they go for 2 to tie, or will they be content to just go for 1? No, they'll go for 2 to tie the game up. They'll put 24 as a single set in the backfield behind the quarterback. And they're going to throw for it the way it would look. He's getting a big rush and gets thrown down on a great tackle in air by Henninger. Jason Henninger comes up and ends that. So the score remains UDA 15, the Halifax Wildcats 13, with 4:42 remaining here in the first half. What a great first half here for the Trojans, I'll tell you. Way to go, gang. Up here now for Halifax as they're set to kick off following their 2nd touchdown of the ball game. And we'll see if we can get a good run back here from either Motter or Savage, who are back deep to receive this kick. Here we go. Nope, a bounding kick hit a Trojan, and somebody's going to have to pick up this football, and they finally do down here as it's covered by Bammer Bats. Kenny the Bam Bam Bats making the coverage here for UD. And that'll put the ball in play for the Trojans at the 35-yard line of Upper Dauphin. 1st and 10. They'll put Smelts in the backfield. The Ripper, Zach, will be back there along with Jimmy Savage. Lucas, the flanker on the far side. Hassinger, the flanker on the near side of the field. Buffington over the center. Smelts goes in motion over on the right side. Handoff is to Savage. Savage will cut it back this way. He's got some running room. Savage tackled at the 45-yard line. The ball came loose, but they say he was down. And Jim hit again on that thigh, and man, that had to hurt as Jim limps back toward the huddle. But a big gain on the play, enough for the 1st down for UD at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 Upper Dauphin. Jim's going to come off again, and he's again got popped on that left thigh, I believe, or maybe the right side. I'm not sure, but man, he took a licking. But he'll keep on ticking. He'll be back as the Trojans put Zach the Ripper Smelts as the single setback on this 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Uh-oh, loose football out there. Let's see who's got it. I think UD has it. They do. Trojans have recovered the football. It'll be 2nd and 10. I think the Trojans are going to have to call time. A little bit of confusion on this play. So the Trojans take a timeout. 3.5 minutes left here in the first half of our ball game. Trojans clinging to a 2-point lead now. It's 15-13, UDA by 2. Over as Trojans will line it up again. Buffington over the center and Smeltz in the backfield for UD. Handoff is to Zach Smeltz. Zach over the left side. Zach spins himself ahead here for some good yardage across the 50 to the 48-yard line of Halifax. A nice run by Zach the Ripper that time over that left side of that Trojan offensive line. Picking up 5 on the play. It'll be third down, and picking up 6 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 5. UD. Buffington looking him over. Again, Smeltz, the single set in the backfield. Smeltz has the football again. Oh, trying to drag. He just couldn't get one leg loose in there. Got about a yard out of that, no more than that. But Zach trying to drag that one leg free and just couldn't quite do it. As it'll bring up a 4th down and 4. And the Trojans will have to give the ball up, I would think. We'll see. And Buffington looking for a call here from the Trojan bench. I don't know what they're looking for. They're looking down that way, and I'm not sure for what. They're going to take a penalty and then punt a little further, I guess, give them a little more room to punt. No, they're going to call a timeout. Timeout called by Upper Dauphin. 2:02 left here in the first half. Trojans call timeout. Back to punt now for UD. Let's see if Jared can get one that the Trojans can cover without it going out of off the field. Here's his punt. Nice high punt, spiraling down this way. It's going to be taken here by Halifax, and he'll be dropped immediately out here. And a good tackle made in there by, is it number 23, Chris Smith, number 18, Bo Hassinger in on the stop. It's good coverage out at the 19-yard line it'll be. And so Halifax will put it in play right there with 1:53 left here in the first half. So the Trojan job now is for the defense, keep these guys off the scoreboard so we can take a lead into halftime. So we'll see. With all those black horses in the backfield, they hand it off over the right side. He goes, and he'll drag it ahead for a couple of yards and then finally driven back.
Mattis is the ball carrier.
Mattis with the football for Halifax. And he's been taking a beating too, although he's been getting some good yardage. But they gained 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 3 in the first half. And the clock is moving. There's 37 with it. Over the left side he goes, and he's going to be tripped up and dragged down. And a good low tackle over there by number 59, Kyle Grafe. Making a stop on him over there. It's a 1st down for Halifax, 1st and 10. They'll stop the clock as they move the sticks, but now Halifax in a hurry-up offense. And they're going to just spike this one to stop the clock with 1:03 remaining here in the first half. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10 now. The Wildcats stopping the clock just with the grounding of the football. Quarterback looks to throw. Rolling, throws one over there. It's complete. And Savage will roll him out of bounds over on the far side. Mattis, and he's going to get a flag on that one? No. Thought Mattis kind of threw the ball away a little strangely that time. And
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Timeout called, I think. Timeout called by someone. Timeout called by Halifax.
Timeout.
Halifax timeout. With 54 seconds remaining here in the first half. It's over. Back to work they go. 54 seconds left here in a half. 3rd and 7. 24's got it. Cuts it over the right side and has a couple of yards. Not enough for the 1st down, however. He goes out to the 45-yard line where it'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. Or 4th down, rather. 4th and 2 with 38 seconds remaining here in the first half. So the Wildcats, I don't know how many timeouts they have left. Apparently none. And they're going to be content, I guess, to just let the time run down here too now as we're down to 20 seconds remaining here in the half. So both teams are really tensed up with this one. The Trojans looking good here in the first half. Halifax Wildcats, you'd have to say, a little numb and a little stunned here at this Trojan outburst. Trojans putting 15 points on the board. Timeout Halifax with 11 seconds remaining here in the first half of play. down here now, and the Trojans will get the ball back, one would expect, unless, of course, he tries to run it with just 11 seconds. We'll have to watch this play. No, he'll kick it, and a kick comes downfield here to, well, they're going to let it go. And 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that'll do it. So the Trojans take a lead in the halftime here at Halifax at the end of one half of our ball game. It's the UDA Trojans 15, the Halifax Wildcats 13. A super first half by these UDA Trojans. Finest first half against opposition like this all year long. And man, I'll tell you what, go UD.
I don't hope we come back to this.
I only got 2 hands. I can bring it down to donuts.
Well, the teams are back for the second half action now as they meet at the midfield to decide which way they're going to kick off. The Trojans obliged to kick to the Wildcats, who deferred in the first half to the second half, and so they will receive the opening kick, and hopefully the Trojans can keep that good defensive stuff going out here and can kick them deep and hold them there. So we'll find out what's going to happen here in just a moment now as they get things sorted out, and we'll be ready to go. Very exciting first half here at Halifax, to say the least, especially any game with the Trojans leading, particularly this one, by 2, 15-13. So second half coming up. Teed up here now as Madison Fox go deep to receive the kick for the Halifax Wildcats. We get things going here now. Go. Trojans need a big second half here at Halifax. Here's the kick. It's going to be a low kick. Swiggling around here, picked up, and let's see, upfield he comes with it, and he is going to be tackled out here by a whole host of Trojans out at the 30-yard line, somewhere back there. Again, at Loesch, Waters, Whitmer, Bamber, Batts, and Tweedy in there on the stop. The ball is spotted at the 34-yard line now, so that's where the Wildcats will put it in play. 1st and 10 on their own 34-yard line. Trojans playing good D for the most part there in the first half. A couple of big plays that stung them, but otherwise, Cats send a man in motion. Pitches back there to that 24 guy. He'll turn it over the right side and all the way again. That big play coming up with him as they'll take it over the 45-yard line. Gain of about 30. There is a flag, however, back here where holding many times occurs. And let's find out if that's the case, and I think it is. So this one here, I believe, might be coming back. Illegal blocking against the Wildcats, so that's a big break there for UD as they're going to take that fine gain of about 13 yards back and mark about 10 more off, I guess it would be. Spot of the flag is at the 30-yard line, or just about the 30-yard line, 32-yard line, so we'll see where they go back from, holding or whatever against Halifax. Will take the ball all the way down inside the 20-yard or to the 23-yard line. 22-yard line they say it is, so it's a first down and about 22 they say. Again, the same play, motion over on the right side. This time the handoff though is to 15, and he'll drag it ahead for a yard or two before he stopped nicely in there. Number 59, Kyle Grafe, on a low tackle that time for UD. Gain of about 2 on the play. Also Robbie Bueller on the stop too, they say. Went right over Rob's place. There he is, 7-0. And it'll be second down at about 18. 26-yard line, 2nd and 18. Motion over to the right side. QB looks like he wants to drop back and throw. Gets a pretty good rush. He'll fire one downfield. It is caught. And a flag on the play where holding sometime occurs. Let's hope it's going to be holding against Halifax. A lot of times with pass defense or pass blocking, there is a hold on the play. So let's find out if that would be the case here. I'm not sure. Illegal motion against Halifax. Oh, that'll nullify that. So the Wildcats kind of self-destructing here at the moment, to the delight of the Trojan ball players and fans. And it looks like Mr. Motter right here is the defensive lawyer for the Trojans, and he's going to decide what they want to do with them. They say put them back, and I don't blame them. Put them back.
We'll be back to the
5-yard penalty takes them back to the 19-yard line, where it will be second down and about 23. Second down. Now, if we could stay back, it would be really nice, but I'm not sure if we can to see there. Halifax really has them spread out this time. 2 sets in the backfield for the Wildcats. Handoff is 15. Goes over the far side. He's going to be tackled with a nice tackle made in there by number 34, Zach Smeltz. Coming up with a single tackle out there for the Ripper.
Zach Smeltz.
Smeltz making a good stop out there for UD. Gain of a couple on the play. It'll be third down at about 17 or 18. UD with the 3rd and 17 for Halifax. The Trojans have got to hold them here, and here's where so many times teams will bust one. Quarterback wants to throw, gets a rush, fires one down. That could be picked off. It is picked off. It's Bo Hassinger. Hassinger at the 45-yard line, still on his feet, dives down to the 44. So a big bad pass by the quarterback, but let's see. Now we don't want any dumbness going on here. As Halifax picks off the errant pass, he popped that one up, getting a big rush in there that time by the Trojan defense, and fired it up in the air. That should have been picked off. A lot of white shirts out there, and Bo Hassinger coming up with the interception for UD. Trojans with the football at the 44-yard line of Halifax, 1st and 10 Upper Dauphin. Huffington calling the signals for the Trojans. They'll line it up on a 1st and 10 in Halifax territory. 9:53 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. We've just begun the 2nd half. They're playing practically out in front of us here at the old ballpark. Smeltz and Savage in the backfield for UD. Now on a 1st and 10. Up the middle with it goes Zach Buffington. Zach will drag ahead for a couple of yards. 2nd down coming up. That one 2nd down and 9. They'll put the 3-men split across the back as they go through the shotgun formation again here for UD. Good snap, back to pass goes Buffington, fires one down the far side, and that's incomplete. Intended for Motter, but Kevin could not catch up to that one, so it'll bring up a 3rd down and 9.
Let's go!
For UD, Trojans need a big one here. They want to continue this series. 3rd and 9. Back to pass above it. Trojans going to get flagged for some motion as the pass is incomplete, but this one's coming back anyway. Of course, now they'll refuse the penalty, and the Trojans will be looking at a 4th and 8, one would imagine. We'll see. 2 flankers on the near side here kind of started off, both Lucas and Hassinger starting off a little quickly that time, and that'll bring up a 4th down and 8 as the Wildcats decline the penalty, and so it'll be Jared Lucas in there to punt for UD.
Jared Lucas is back to do the punting.
See, we get a good snap here now. Yep, good. No, he's going to run it. Jared Lucas around the left side, and no, he's not going to make it. Well, he's still on his feet, and now he's going to get knocked down here. So the Trojans trying the fake punt, and that one didn't work too well, as they're going to give him his forward progress to the 45-yard line. But that's going to give the Wildcats some good field position now at their own 45. So a trick play, but it didn't quite work that time, as Jared at first looked like he was going to be able to make some yardage, but then Halifax covered him pretty quickly, and Halifax now with some excellent field position at their own 45. 10 Wildcats on their own 45. 15's got it. He's got a couple of yards before he's going to be tackled in there as Mattern comes up and grabs him along with 58.
Stop by number
Yeah, can't think. Justin Mattern, but
Kyle Graff.
Grafe in there also. Stop. Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8. Here comes that 24 and 24 racing ahead down the field he goes until he's finally going to be grabbed and dragged backwards. As coming up to make the stop for UD, number 44 Joel Miller making the stop, but a big gain for the Halifax Wildcats down inside the 30-yard line to the 28 or 7-yard line. Wow. Hang in there, Trojans, hang in there. Now getting themselves in defensive difficulties here on a 1st and 10. Handoff is to 24. Up the middle he goes with it, following a bunch of blocking, and he is going to drive it down here to where he is finally gang tackled after a gain of several yards on the play.
Down to about the 21.
2nd and 3. Stop. He'll come out of the ball game now, and Justin has played a pretty darn good ball game in the center of that UD defensive line. Cummins in there now for UDA. Hey, nothing on that one. Ran smack dab into Cummins, and Matt Cummins with a big defensive play for UDA. Way to go, Cummins, on a big defensive play for Matt. Wow. Trojans needed that one. Loss of maybe only a yard on the play, but it'll be 3rd down and 4. Big UD play by Matt Cummins. 21-yard line of Upper Dauphin now on a big 3rd and 4 play. 37's got it. Cuts it around the right side. He's going to be grabbed from behind and thrown down, but did he get enough? I'm not sure. Hard to tell as Miller rather, Joel Miller coming up with the stop. It'll be 4th down and about 2.
Just inside.
Yep, got to hold them here. 4th and 2.
4th down and about.
Go for a field goal apparently to take the lead here. We'll see. Trojans got to get in there. Blocker, bad snap, good snap. Placement stop. Kick is up. The kick is no good. No good. The Trojans will take over as the kick was low and no good. Coach over here a little upset at the boys, but anyway, the Trojans have held it. A great defensive effort here by UDA. 5:36 remaining here in the 3rd period. Trojans will get the ball back. 1st and 10 on their own 19-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 20. Way to go, D, I'll tell you. Yep, these are some happy Trojans. So far, so good. From the shotgun formation. Pass complete. Flag on the play. Joel Miller has the ball, but there is a flag out here on the play, so hold everything. Hold your cards, as they say in bingo. But I think this one might be coming back. We'll see.
Back at the line of scrimmage.
Offensive pass interference on the last play. So that'll nullify a nice play there. And let's see. Started on the 20-yard line. I'm not sure where the ball's going to be taken back to, but we're going to find out here in a moment. Ball will go back to the 10-yard line.
10-yard penalty moves the ball back
where it'll be
to the
1st and 10, or 1st and 20 from the 10. From the 20-yard line. To throw. Fires one down this side. Man is out. Here it is caught. But is he out of bounds? Yeah. Yeah, I'm afraid he was out of bounds. Jared Lucas making the catch, but just a little bit out of bounds, as you could see here. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 20. Pass was there, but a little bit, just a little wide and out of bounds it goes. 2nd down. So we're going to go to a 3rd down and 20 instead of a 2nd down and 20. Passing, looking. Dumping one over this way, intercepted. Oh, man. Bad luck, bad break there for UD. But there is a penalty flag on the play. Unsportsmanlike maybe on somebody, we'll see. They're looking where the ball is. Unsportsmanlike conduct against UD. Okay. Does not help. He'll take the ball down to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal for Halifax from the 8-yard line. 4:58 left here in the third quarter, and the Trojan lead very much in jeopardy right now as the Trojans got, or Halifax, with a first and goal from the 8. .16 with it for 6. And it's now 21, or rather 19-15 Halifax with an extra point try coming up. The kick for the PAT, and it is good. So Halifax Wildcats take a 5-point lead now. It is Halifax 20, UDA 15, 4:53 left here in the third quarter. All kinds of time remaining here. Well, let's see what we can do. Savage and Motter back to receive this kick now as Halifax will boot it off here. Still all kinds of time remaining here. If the Trojans can get themselves on the board this time, they'll have the possession here if everything goes right. A low bounding kick picked up over here by Joel Miller. And Joel will be spun down at the 40-yard line. So not bad field position at all for UDA to begin this series. And they'll put it in play right there at their own 40. Let's see if somebody can bust one here. Savage and Smeltz in the backfield behind Buffington. Buffington hand to Savage. Savage over the left side. Jim bursts out over the 45 to the 46-yard line. Nice run there by Jimmy Savage following some good blocking on the left side of that Trojan offensive line. It's a gain of 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 3. All right. UD needs to grind one out here. Get themselves on the scoreboard. Savage again with it. Jim cuts it up the middle. First down and a little more as he drives it into Halifax territory at the 48-yard line of the Halifax Wildcats. First down, Dauphin. Good run. Some good blocking again over there, opening up a hole on the right side of that, or left side of that Trojan lineup. Cummins is over that way. Perhaps it's Matt that's helping to open them up. Also 68 over on the left side over there. First and 10. Pass down the field it goes. It is going to be incomplete. Intended for Kevin Motter, but it goes as an incompletion. And will bring up a 2nd down and 10. Bo Hassinger will flank on the near side here at the bottom of our picture. Lucas in the slot on the near side. Handoff, no, fake. Pass on the far side is incomplete. Pops up in the air out of the hands of Joel Miller.
Joel Miller incomplete.
And bring up a 3rd down and 10. He's going to come off on his own power, and that looks good. I think Robbie will be back.
Down and 10 on the Halifax 48.
So it's 3rd and 10 now for UD on the 48-yard line. Trojans need a big play right here. Lucas and Hassinger will flank on the near side. They're coming into the slot on the near side here, Motter. Over the center goes Buffington with Savage as he single set in the backfield. Back to pass he goes. Gets a rush. Gets away. Fires one down on the near side. It is out of bounds and incomplete. And so the Trojans will turn it over. And we've got Buffington hit on the play and in the backfield. And he is getting up slowly. Lucas comes into the ball game now to punt for the Trojans. And he's going to have to get a good one off here and hold them deep and get that ball back. 3:25 left here in the third quarter, so this ball game far from over. Low snap, but a good punt. And whoa, hey, look out! Get that ball! Who the heck's got it? It looks like UD's got the football! It's going to be a break for Dauphin if they rule that he touched it. They're going to say he did. Dauphin with the football. What a big break for the Trojans here now as they'll get the football at the Halifax. Oh, let's see where they spotted. We'll be back and tell you in a sec. Halifax 12-yard line. The Trojans with a chance to regain the lead if we can get in here. Buffington back into the ball game for Dauphin. Handoff, Savage around this side. Savage still on his feet, but I'm not sure where. All right. Sorry, folks. Told you about that before. 5-yard line, where it'll be second down. And 5 for a touchdown and about 4 for a first down. Halifax Wildcats shaken up on the play and official timeout call. Second down and 6 from the 5-yard line. It's going to be Savage. Going to try to turn this side over here, and he's not going to make it as he's going to be tackled at about the 7-yard line.
Tackled by Adam Mattis and John Nye.
And it will bring up a third down from the 7.
Lost back.
7. Smelts and Savage in the backfield. Will the Trojans try to swing over to the left side? Nope, Savage with it. Cuts it upfield, nothing to it. Ball came loose, but he grabbed it, I believe. At the 5, it'll bring up a 4th down and goal now, it might as well say, from the 5, and timeout called by Upper Dauphin. Timeout called Trojans. 4th and 5, no gain on the play. The ball resting at about the 6 or so yard line. For both squads now, as we've got a 4th down play coming up here for UD. They put flankers in all over. No one set in the backfield as a running back now on this play. 4th down. Here's Buffington dropping back, looking to throw. Fires one to the end. Nope, out of bounds and no good. And Halifax will take over. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Halifax now as they take over with a minute 57 remaining here in the 3rd quarter on the 7-yard line. Handoff over to the left side he goes out to around the 10-yard line, picking up about 3 on the play. Oh, mess of Trojans out there. Getting up finally off the pile was Miller, I believe. Looked like Joel Miller got up.
44, Joel.
Yeah, Joel Miller.
Up to the 10-yard line.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Okay, they're ready to put the ball back in play now. 2nd down and 7 for the Halifax Wildcats. And they're going to wrap him up without much gain on that play. Matter of fact, might have lost a yard. It'll be 3rd down coming up for the Wildcats. Loss of a yard on the play. They'll bring up a 3rd and 7 or 8. On a 3rd and 8. They're going to get him sacked in the backfield by number 68, Challenger. And a big play for Justin Challenger as he burst in there and threw the quarterback down in the backfield at the 3-yard line. Wow. 4th down coming up. The Trojans should get the ball back in good field position here as the time running down here in the 3rd quarter now. And they may get this one off. We'll see. 16 seconds remaining. And Halifax will be punting this one out from in the shadow of their goal line. Now, no roughing the kicker penalty or anything dumb like that. Let's go, UD. Tying it over his head. Nope. Okay. Gets a high spiraling kickoff out here, recovered by Savage. Jimmy turns it down this side, and he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock, and so that'll do it to end 3/4 of our ball game. Well, the Trojans, who led by 2 at halftime, now trail by 5 at the end of 3/4 of the ball game. But the Trojans have the football in excellent field position at the Halifax 35-yard line. 1st and 10 UD when the 4th period begins. Wow, some ball game. Cut out for them now. 1st and 10 on the Halifax 35-yard line. They're starting out 35 yards away from regaining the lead in this very tight, very interesting ball game, exciting ball game to say the least. Buffington hands it off to Savage. Savage around the right side. He's got a couple of yards this time as he'll dive out of bounds over there after picking up several yards. We'll see how many they give him. About 5 or so in the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Ball just inside, actually picked up about, well, just about 6. It'll be spotted just inside the 30-yard line. Matter of fact, at the 29. So about a 2nd down and long 5. That's what the Trojans need to do. Grind one out here and get on the board. Buffington the QB. Zach hands it off to Savage again, and Jim will roll ahead down near the 20-yard line, or 25-yard line, make it. It'll be close to a first down. Let's see what they say it is. The referee is giving it the old eye out here. They say it is a third down about a yard. 6-yard line at the Halifax 26. Zach the Ripper Smelts in at fullback now for UD on this third down and short for a first down. Third down and about 1. Buffington hands this one off to Savage, and Savage is going to be cut down. Did he get it? I don't know.
At the line of scrimmage.
I don't think he got anything out of that. It'll be fourth down and a yard.
15 out of Madison.
Out right after that last play, and with 10:48 remaining, UD looking at a 4th and 1 with the ball on the Halifax 25-yard line. Okay, the crowd over here exhorting the fellas to get a yard. We need a first down here, big time. Smelts and Savage in the backfield behind Buffington. Need a yard. Pitches over here for Savage, and Savage has got the yard. Or did he? No. Tripped and slipped, and that'll turn it over. So the Trojans stall out down here, and Halifax will take over 1st and 10. In defense, who has played a great game tonight, called upon again now to try to hold these Wildcats down here. Number 20 will drag it ahead for a couple of yards before he stopped in there on a good low tackle made by number 34, Zach the Ripper Smelt. Making a stop on him. Gain of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5. Yard line of Halifax. 10-14, 10-12 remaining here in the ball game. Here comes that 15 guy rolling off for the right side, and he's going to be stacked up after a gain of about 4 more. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 1. Hard to go for the Halifax Wildcats. Can the Trojans stop these guys? We'll see. Nope, dove ahead, I think, for the first down.
Looks like the first down.
Yep, just enough for the first down. Good stop in there by the Trojans, but he dove quite a slithered in there for the first down at the 37-yard line
37.
of Halifax, 1st and 10. From the 37-yard line, the Halifax Wildcats put it in play, 1st and 10, and hold everything.
Penalty flag.
Flag on the field. At that time, got themselves an encroachment penalty of 5 yards and makes it a 1st down and 5 now from the 42-yard line of Halifax. 8:43. The clock will become a factor now, as the Trojans have squandered 2 great opportunities here of late to get on the board, so they're going to have to hold them and try it one more time. There's a handoff, and up the middle with it goes 24, and he's off to the races as Lucas has a shot at him. Maybe. Can he catch him? Yeah. Brought him down at about the 10. But Halifax now at the 5 rather, so it'll be 1st and goal Halifax on the Trojan 5. Good tackle in there by Lucas, who finally tracked him down and momentarily at least saved another Halifax score, but it won't be easy now as the boys are getting pretty much pooped out here, I'm sure. And it'll be 1st and goal Halifax from the UD 5. 1st and 5, pitches to 24, trying to turn it over around the corner, and he's going to be tackled as Henninger comes up and makes a good stop on him.
Stop by number 8.
And gain of maybe 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 3. From the 3-yard line now for the Halifax Wildcats. 24 has it. He'll be stopped short of the goal line and thrown back there by any number of Trojans. Getting up off the bottom that time is Smelts.
34, Zach Smelts.
3rd try coming up there. Has played a heck of a game in the middle of that Trojan line. 15 with it. He'll bang his way. Did he get in? No sign yet. No. 4th down. 4th down. Wow. 4th down and probably 1 yard. Smelts again on the bottom of that pile. 4th down coming up. Can the Trojans possibly hold this Wildcats out of there one more time? We'll see. 15's going to get the ball. He's got it. Dives in. Did he get in? Yeah, he did. Touchdown. Mattis for 6. Well, Trojans held him 3 times. Didn't get much of that, but he didn't need much. And so the score goes now 26-15 with the extra point try coming up. Extra point try will be by way of kick. It's a good snap. Placement's down. Kick is up. Kick is good. So the score now, 7, Upper Dauphin 15, 5:55 remaining in this ball game, and a crowd from the Halifax side of the field feeling just a little bit better about this one right now at this moment. And the Trojans will get the ball back. Halifax has her teed up, getting ready to kick off here now to either Savage or Motter this time. Kick goes over there, and it's going to be, let's see, out of bounds, and they'll have a re-kick, or they'll take it at the 35-yard line. The option will be up to UDA.
Initials on your cushion and don't have your cushion, we may have it.
Okay, the Wildcats penalized 5 for the illegal procedure, which is kicking the ball out of bounds. Moves it back to the 35-yard line where they will re-kick. And here comes that re-kick. Trojans need a big run back here. Here it comes. And it's a low line drive kick taken here by Kevin Motter. Kevin will work his way upfield and be tackled out here around the 40-yard line. So good field position for UDA to begin at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Upper Dauphin. 1st and 10 Trojans from the Trojan 40. Stay back a little bit this time, see what they do with this one. From the shotgun they go. Pass, long one downfield for Hassinger, overthrown just a little bit, and out of bounds it goes, stopping the clock with 5:43 left here in the ball game. Down 9 coming up, or 2nd down and 10 here for UD. Again, we'll stay back a little bit as they go again from the shotgun. On the right side this time, it is incomplete. Intended for number 18, Bo Hassinger, but Bo unable to grab that one. Bring up a 3rd down and 10. East with a big 3rd down and 10 now, and they'll go from the same shotgun formation on this 3rd and 10. Halifax has been getting a pretty good rush. Ooh, low snap, but pass downfield for Kevin Motter, but out of bounds, or incomplete. And I'll bring up a 4th down play now as Kevin covered out there by 2 Wildcats. Could not catch up with that one. So it'll be 4th down for UD. 4th and 10 for Upper Dauphin with 5.5 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Zach Buffington will go in there with a, what we hope is a big play. Need a 1st down. Okay, he'll go over center this time with this one on this 4th down play. He's going to roll back, going to throw, looking, fires one near side over here, incomplete. And we got a personal foul called, roughing the quarterback as they flattened Zach Buffington that time, and that's going to give the Trojans a 1st down. It's a tough way as far as Zach is concerned, but it will be a 1st down for UD as Zach, who I'm sorry to say I did not get on the picture, really got leveled back there, and the referee threw the flag on the perpetrator. And that's going to take the ball all the way to the 45-yard line of Halifax and make it 1st and 10 UDA. 5:28 left here in the ball game. Now, if the Trojans could strike quickly, and then who knows, an onside kick or something like that, you never know. We need 2 touchdowns, however, to get back into this one, trailing by 12. From the shotgun. Handoff, Savage with it. Jim will try to turn the left side over here, and he'll be rolled out of bounds. No, they say he didn't get out of bounds, I guess. as he is spun out after a gain of about 3. Be 2nd and 7. The clock stopped on that one, but I think they had him before he went out, and that's the way they ruled it. And the clock continues to move now, 4:50, and still moving on down here. Savage will go in motion over to the right side. Little screen set up there for Jim. Jim eludes one tackler, goes around the right side and out of bounds over there. He'll go to stop the clock with 4:38 remaining, and a gain of about 8 on the play. We got a 3rd down, and from here it looks like a 3rd and no, it's a 1st down. First down for Jim Savage that time. 4:38 left here in the ball game. We got to get Jim to break one of those sometime. Maybe come over this side this way. This is the weak side. In motion goes Smeltz. Handoff is to Savage. Jimmy will try the left side. Jimmy coming down the left side. He's going to get out of bounds. Thrown out down here. Another 1st down on the play for Savage. And stopping the clock with 4:28 left here in the ball game. And the ball now down at the Halifax 20, or 15, no, 20. 1st and 10 UD from the Halifax 20. Right here, 4:28 left, 4.5 minutes almost remaining in the ball game. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Savage again with it, and this time Jimmy will try this side again, and he's going to be thrown out of bounds again. And gain of a couple on the play, stopping the clock with 4:22 remaining in the ball game. Picked up 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 for UD. 4:22 left in the ball game. From the shotgun go the Trojans on this 2nd and 6 play from the 16-yard line. Wow, nearly hiked it over his head. Pass into the end zone. Incomplete. No, a flag on the play, however. Interference will be called on one of these boys. Let's see who it's on. Bo Hassinger, the intended receiver. Trojans with the football now. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. 4:15 left here in the ball game. The Trojans very definitely need to score here real quickly just to make this look really respectable. Yeah. 1st and goal from the 8. Savage with it. Down, let's see, where is he? Down inside the 5, down to about the 3. 4 minutes remaining right now. Now we're inside of 4 minutes. 3:58, 57, 56, and so forth. 2nd down. Ball at about the 3-yard line. Savage again with it, and this time he's thrown back for a loss. No blocking that time for Jimbo as he is thrown back, and timeout's going to be called by the Trojans. The 5 now for the Trojans as they have been stymied by these Halifax Wildcats defenders here on the other end of the field, and now down here as they look for a 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line this time. Got to come up with something and hold everything now. Official timeout. Sides on the defense, and so we got a half. Now we're 2.5 yards out. What in the world can we do here? Let's get 6, fellas. Pass into the end zone. Touchdown! All right, they threw it there to Joel Miller, and Joel did not miss it. He bobbled it a little bit, but he didn't miss it. So we've got 3.5 minutes remaining. It's 27-21. The Trojans with an extra point try coming up here. Well, finally, they come up with a good play and a good pass from Buffington to Joel Miller, accounting for 6 points. And the extra point try will be coming up here in a moment. Looks as though Jimmy Savage will attempt to kick. The holder out there will be Matt Loesch. Good snap, placement's down. Kick is blocked. Kick is blocked. Kick is blocked, and so the score remains. Halifax 27, Upper Dauphin 21. 3.5 minutes remaining here. Should be an interesting finale to this ball game, and we'll be here to see what happens in just a moment. Wow. This time for UDA, a very important kick. Very important 3.5 minutes. Here's Henninger's kick. Oh, and it didn't go 10 yards. And so that's going to give Halifax the football in excellent field possession at the UD 38-yard line. Well, that one kind of backfired on the Trojans as they wanted to have an onside kick, but it didn't go 10. So Halifax will take over on the Upper Dauphin 38-yard line. Here's the Trojan opportunity now. 3.5 minutes. Exactly 3.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Halifax 24 with it. He'll be tackled after a gain of about 3 to the 36-yard line. We'll bring up a second down and 7. Played another excellent ball game for UD tonight. As have all these Trojan guys. I'll tell you, you take Halifax to a 27-21 score with 2:55 left here. Now Halifax, of course, will eat up as much clock as they can. Trojans looking to get in there. Let's go in tight with them this time. Handoff 15. He's got it, but they'll drag ahead for a yard or two. It'll be third down and about 5. 3-yard line here, so it's actually third down and 4. Trojans need to really dig it in here now. 3rd and 4. We'll stay in, well, right here. Pitch over there to 24. Around the left side he goes, and boy, first down and plenty more all the way down to around the 10-yard line. Big play for Halifax, and that really hurt, but there is a flag at the end of the play. Yeah. Penalty on the play, and we'll see what the call is. Was against Halifax, and that brings the ball out to the 25-yard line, but the clock now down to 1:39 and 1:38 and so forth. It's a first down for the Halifax Wildcats, unfortunately, and they're set to go, and they're going to kneel on it, and apparently they have enough options to do that now. Minute 20 left here in the ball game. Second down. So apparently, I guess UD has no timeouts remaining. I'm not sure, but they're just going to kneel on it. So the Halifax Wildcats would apparently be preserving their 9th consecutive win, and the Trojans will go in league at 4 and 5. And that'll do it as the game clock starts to wind down. But a heck of a ball game here this evening by these Trojans and Wildcats going at it. Final score is going to be Halifax 27, UDA 21, as the Trojans had opportunities but played a good defensive ball game, really stymieing these Halifax Wildcats, and so we got to congratulate the Wildcats as they continue their winning ways. They have preserved their winning season, and by gosh, the Trojans gave a heck of a ball game, and we're only a couple of plays away from beating these Wildcats tonight. So a disappointing outcome for UDA, but by the same token, a ball game to look as encouraging for this squad, because next year, of course, there's always next year, and UD playing some really good football, mixing it up a little bit tonight, and just a couple of breaks at some time or another. Their inability to score when they had the ball down at the other end of the field, at the right side of the field, whatever you want to call it from here, be the east side if you're at the ballpark. But anyway, the inability to score that time has just really hurt the Trojans, but then they never gave up and came back, and the pickoff there by Halifax of the pass that led to the winning touchdown, it just hurt them, but did not kill them. They came back and kept playing anyway. So a darn good effort here at Halifax tonight, and we'll see them in the finale next week when we go home to host the Juniata Indians. So we'll see you at that time. Congratulations to the Wildcats, and the Trojans played one heck of a ball game.